Gathered throng, Amber Council, as you are sometimes called, welcome to Acquisitions Intoxicated. Of course, I'm your host, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims. I am joined by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster, Eric J. Benson.
Yes.
But as you
First
well,
of his name, no.
as you well know, thanks, Stig.
Thanks, Stig.
Thanks so much. Now, as you well know, he is known by other names as well. No one name could contain his power.
Okay, I'll agree with that one.
And that is why you may also, in shadowed alleys late in the night,
What in the?
you may have heard tell of Edge Benson,
Okay, that's
the notorious EJB, or indeed Azerbaijan. Although that is a rare piece of nomenclature, almost certainly never used.
yeah, not like it's every Tuesday or.
Yes, I guess that's true. We say it's not used often, but it's omnipresent.
Yeah.
I am so pleased to be with you
Right?
today after our brief absence.
Feels good to be back.
Indeed. Obviously, in spirit, we never left, and certainly we had an incredible opportunity immediately after the show to hang out with a bunch of people from the channel.
So cool.
Real cool. There were multiple bottle-related events interspersed throughout the weekend, not unlike bits of fruit in a Jell-O salad. But
Oh God, that's what you're comparing.
as
to?
I've suggested, aspic, would you prefer that it be like cold turkey in beef slime? Is that superior? You let me handle the metaphors, beast man. Listen, we're back on our bullshit. This is the scenario. As you well know, Dug it, thank you so much. As you well know, we're big fans of the hero's journey here, and we take that journey with you every Tuesday, of course. We begin by stuffing this recalcitrant device with grains and attempting to make it brew. We have a call into Pico Brew about some of our unique problems, and not just for the brewing, but like personal problems as well. I'm having a hard time in the boudoir, and I'm hoping that they've got some good answers for that.
What?
Real challenges.
Okay.
Real challenges, real talk. After that, we are going to sample some high-quality bottled products. Essay, always a pleasure to see you.
Essay.
We're going to sample some high-quality products that were given to us at the show.
Yeah.
We are also going to invite in our good friend Jeff Cals to sample these products. On top of that, then we're going to get right back at it. We're going to make up something brand new for everybody to enjoy together. But a journey of 1,000 somethings begins with a single, etc.
Yeah.
So first things first.
Let's talk about this.
What's this next package?
This is pecking order. This is what we did right before.
Oh no, it's the birds.
Yep.
It's the birds.
Wait till you smell this, because this is just all.
Oh, this is the sparrows, right? This is truth.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is all Vienna malt and Cara Munich.
Ooh. Okay. So it's gonna be.
Take a
It's
whiff
gonna be
of that.
bakery shop, right? A
Yep.
boulangerie.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great, right? When I was grinding these up today at Micro Homebrew,
I was like, Anthony comes over.
Yeah, he's
hey, what are we grinding up over here?
Yeah, but
Oh, he's trying to get a piece. But
Right?
this is it's not overpowering. Like the Cara Munich obviously has the rich sweet.
Yeah.
But because it's in a bed mostly of Vienna.
Of Vienna.
Thank you so much. Because it's in a bed mostly of Vienna, it's not like in your face about it. It is satisfied.
Yeah.
Simply being excellent.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey, just keep looking at me while you talk, for no apparent reason at all. Just keep looking this way.
What?
While you talk.
You're a delicious gentleman, and I support you 100%.
Josh, you good?
You're a very tasty young man. Now, so we're gonna get in here and get crazy. Oh, it's because we did the cleaning
deep
cycle.
clean? Yeah.
No,
Make him say no.
I'm so clever.
No, you only need one.
But no, I'm like a clever animal in an Aesop fable.
I mean, technically, you are
The cleverest of the animals,
yeah.
the ultimate prey. All right, now, so let's get at
Nature's
this.
dangerous game.
Oh, man, that's a good smell.
Look at them grains.
Have you ever made that wort and just said, that's fucking delicious?
Yeah, we can stop here. yeah.
That's just fucking great. I'm not touching this anymore.
yeah.
Like, I bet, God, we should do one. We should do one in that vein. Now, we got Belma. I'm not super familiar with Belma.
So this is going to be very clean in flavor and its nose, but you're going to get some orange. There's a little bit of orange marmalade or marmalade.
Lady marmalade.
Yep. Wow. Yep. So but you only need a little. You only need a quarter.
A little dab.
Yeah, a little dab will do you.
Oh, so
because remember this
so pecking order is pretty gentle.
Yeah, the ABV on this was 3.7.
Because remember, this is the small bird.
Yeah.
This is the small bird. Hey,
Yeah.
so what we should do today is the other half of this, right?
Done.
We'll do Vizier.
Yeah.
Which is the Steller's J.
Yeah. And remember, this was only 18 IBUs because it's the lager.
Exactly. Like this is meant to be pure. The sparrow's name is Truth, so it works. All right, here we go.
Rogue, yes, the temperature of the liquid does change the gravity measurement if you're using a hydrometer to measure your original gravity. With most hydrometers, you will comes like a chart that will tell you the difference of degrees and how that affects your reading.
There is some math. You can also do as I have done, and just have a smart friend to do all of that stuff, and then you just drink and hang out on Twitch. That's gonna be my recommendation for you. All right, this box, we are ready for it. So pecking order is right there.
Thanks, Cake.
Thanks, Cake. Much appreciated. All right, Cinema Verite. Josh, you ready to roll?
Oop.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you can do it. You can do it.
A ghost!
Oh! Ah! Son of a... What? What? How did you do it? You son of a...
Now, I had to frighten the device.
And me.
And it worked great. Now, pecking order.
Yeah.
We're on it.
Yeah, so that's why you don't... There's only 3.5 pounds of grain in this.
Oh yeah, because it's not quite small beer, right?
Yeah.
But it's creeping down into that. It's creeping down into that robust scenario.
But remember we also put lactose in it as well.
Oh, that's right.
To make it a little sweeter.
Creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Frosty. Thanks, Frosty. Now, so are we ready to start sampling some of these takings? Now,
I think this is the first one we need to try.
Well, yeah. So this is the one that was brought to us by
Space Junks from the Mad Brewer over in UK.
From the Mad Brewer in the UK, which is amazing.
Yeah,
and he made this cool. He made this cool
Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther. Are they two different beers?
Oh crap! I don't know. What
did he wrap them? Is it the same beer, or was he implying something with the wrap? Because he's wrapped it with comic pages. Which is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I support it 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, anyway, here, let's jump in here. Mad Brewer City. Grab a hold of this, the official.
Crazy.
Of course,
Forest Gnome.
Intoxicated.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
God, Clues killed it.
Clues, you are too good to us. You are too good to us, Clues.
Crazy Forest Gnome. Is it, were there two different home brews or was it, they're the same. They're the same, okay.
Because I have already drunk mine.
What was the style?
It smells like an amber, and it looks like an amber to me. And it's like in the same way that, like, obviously I'm hoping that Jeff will come over, but if not, it'll just be like when you leave a space for Jesus.
Yeah. God, you don't even have to.
I don't even need to say anything. I'm just coming to drink.
No, here, exactly, here. So hand over this
Wow.
product.
Hey, the carbonation's great on this.
No,
Crazy.
beautiful color. Beautiful color.
Am I out of frame?
Oh no. He's gonna make a miniature adjustment. Oh, Orion Rogue, 100%. I can show you the bottle right here. So let me put this
It smells good.
up here, and then when Josh gets back into the booth, he can do a close up on there, and you can see it.
Technically a pale, just with a little more color.
Sofatree says they've spent 60 hours on one piece of C-Team fan art. God bless you.
Jeez, wow, that's amazing.
God bless you. All right, here. It says it's a pale.
Yep.
Beautiful color for a pale. Let's see.
Oh. I like it.
Wow, that's great.
That's really good.
Crazy. That's fantastic.
Like,
Yeah, no, reasonable hopping.
yeah, not super bitter.
No, but big malt.
Very smooth. And
Mega malt.
Mega malt.
like I would not be able to tell you it was a pale. Like if I drank this,
No.
I would almost say it's a saison.
Jeff-
Like it's
Well, yeah.
gotta, it. I don't want to say this. It's not derogatory. Simple, like it's not overly, but it's like good. Like it's.
That's all it needs to be. That's
yes.
the best.
Think
Yeah.
about
That's
think
the
about
best.
a Pilsner or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
It could not be more simple.
Oh, look at Vienna, caramel malt, and special B.
Special B.
Awesome. Awesome.
But all I'm saying is that
I'll move the bottle over.
Oh, it's a single hop mosaic. Even cooler.
It's really.
Yeah, this is
good.
fantastic.
But yeah, I mean, there's just nothing wrong with it, right?
Yeah,
Absolute zero. It has indeed been over a year. We're taking Twitch by storm. At any rate, we're doing something that maybe is uncommon there. So it sounds like we have found a winner for the Jeff.
Yeah.
Outlet.
I would
right.
drink this every day and tomorrow.
But I would love to boil a few brats in that.
Well, so you need the strong sugar content
yeah, I was just gonna say,
to do the
exactly.
broth boiling.
Yeah,
which is
that-
why
yeah.
historically I do the Guinness.
Oh, it's high. Very
We never
high.
did that this summer. We need to do that.
We can. Listen, we can do it anytime we want to.
Yeah.
We just have to wear coats.
Yeah, like there's not like a.
There's no
We're in the
international
Pacific Northwest,
standards
too.
body.
I know.
We don't even get snow.
I grilled
was hailing
barbecue
Oh,
in the dead of fucking winter
Yeah.
at my house. All right, here. So, are we ready for the
cider.
sequel?
Yeah.
We have the BB Blueberry 28C.
This is gonna.
What'd it do? I mean,
It's a sour.
okay. All right.
I haven't
I'm
done
a-
brats and cider. That's a good idea.
Ooh, that's a
Cider.
great
Oh, yeah, dude,
idea,
if you're looking
Dice
for-
That's
Goddess.
really. If I got applewood smoked brats, is that too much?
No.
Is that too
The
much?
answer is no. There's
No.
never too much anything when it
No.
comes to broths.
No,
Yeah.
that would not be difficult to do.
Yeah.
Did you know, just for your own personal use, we actually applewood smoked. It's working. We actually applewood smoked a bunch of grains for an upcoming beer.
Yep.
So it's generally speaking, it's on birch. Like most smoked grains that you see in like the classic German styles are really hardcore. Our apple one, not the same.
Did you put the top on upside down?
There's-
Yeah. Turn it around. Take it out. Stop it. Turn the top around. I think it might be on upside down.
Grain pause.
Yeah.
Here, we'll worry about
There's
that.
also a weird burning smell, but I think that's probably the water getting too close to the heating elements, like when you
Well-
boil over a pan.
We'll just do a little drain cycle here.
Yeah, you have to drain it.
You don't have to drink it?
Yeah, just exit the.
Exit
yeah,
it?
yeah, and then we'll restart it up again.
Yeah.
Just flip the lid. It might.
Do we need another towel run?
I don't know if it's the lid or not. I'm just. That's my first.
I'm just
guess.
gonna see.
If there's one person I thought who was an expert at lids, it was Jerry.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's probably fine. The lid's probably fine. It's just my first guess.
no, I did a good job.
Okay.
No.
See.
So
why?
why was it weirdly spilling over and pooling?
I think that the it could be that it's tilted in some way, so that it's coming out. But I swear to God, the lid is on there correctly. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Maybe it's the ghost.
It was the
earlier.
ghost, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it just looked like the arm wasn't like aligned with the hole.
Well, it's a classic scenario.
Yeah.
You always.
Yeah.
If you're not aligned with the hole.
Yeah, the whole
Things go
whole
wrong.
alignment could not be more crucial.
Yeah, I mean-
he's back over here. He's
The whole alignment.
the entire hole. We specialize.
Family.
There we go. Pecking. Order. I'm getting a face full of them grains over there. All right, here. Doing the sequel. You're saying this is a blueberry sour. Now, everyone knows that I have a complex relationship with the style. But the smell is out of this world. Ooh, and the color is amazing too. Yeah,
Yeah, that
wow.
looks like a sour.
Maybe
What,
it's either that or it's a Flanders. One of the two.
Yes, that Flanders
Flanders?
red. Yeah, Flanders red is another sour style, and honestly, because you're such a wine enthusiast,
This is
my suspicion is that sours are going to be
Sours are hit or miss for me.
quite. Yeah, well, it's a complicated style. It's a
You
bold.
know, I'm good.
Woo! All right, here you go. All right, let's take a look here.
That smells good, like a sour.
Oh no, the aroma is amazing. Ooh. Let's see. No,
that's fantastic.
That's great. That's great. That's more in that lambic.
Yeah.
On that lambic side where it's big fruit.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
the only
fantastic.
difference is that it doesn't have the. It's less sweet. So it's a little bit
Yeah,
more
it's
dry.
it's got a it's a dry.
No, I can get here. I can arrive.
You can
at
jive
one.
with this one?
Yeah. I always
pre-
feel so bad when people bring their like favorite sours and,
And
just
they,
like they just present them to me, and I'm like, well, that's a hideous art form.
This needs to be paired with a cobbler.
Ooh,
Stat.
yeah.
Stat.
Oh. Hey,
Here,
Ryan apparently makes pies.
I was just gonna say, stream
I'm
one
just
moment.
saying.
Stream one moment. We have something we need to discuss.
Laura also makes pies.
All right, now let's just fantasize for a moment. Just hang on. We'll be back. What kind of? Let's say we could have a cobbler, like right now. What kind of cobbler do you think?
So I don't want to reinforce like that might
blueberry?
be too much blueberry.
Would you put raspberries with it?
You want to take another? You want to go
I think I would do blackberry. Yeah, because I still want that really sweetness to pair with the tartness of the beer.
Definitely.
So you
true.
get that kind of sweet and sour.
You know where I would go? I would have this over here, and then I would drop a peach cobbler on this side of the scale, so it's big. It's a big round
See,
sweet to compare to the sharp sweet over here.
Well, what about an apple cobbler? It's kind of the same thing. Right?
I think you lose too much
No?
with the cinnamon and the stuff with the
Really?
apple. Yeah, because
Get out.
Apple cobblers are all about cinnamon and nutmeg.
Oh,
and the
yeah, that's
spices
true.
counteract that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It could still work, but
it could still work. All right, here. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back. Yeah, yuzu. That would be an interesting.
yeah.
That would be an interesting approach. But I'm about that peach life.
honeydew cobbler.
Salmonberry.
That sounds
that would work.
interesting.
Salmonberry would be very good.
See, rhubarb is too tart unless it's paired with the strawberries.
Yeah.
I like a good strawberry rhubarb, but I don't like just straight up rhubarb.
This is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very, very good. I am not mad at that at all. Now, so what's this? What's the finale here? Forbidden Lager? Mm-hmm. This is from our friends from the Almanac Beer Co. Alameda Cab.
So that was handed to you right at the
Yeah, that's where all these
after
were,
party,
yeah.
right?
Indeed.
So I was lucky enough to get one of those bottles as well, or the cans.
Yeah.
I have not yet dared to open it. It is sitting in my fridge, ready for a moment
A moment when beer is required.
when it is needed.
Well, here's a good sampling.
All right, here. So this is.
Ooh, that vortex is going, boys.
I know it's already the divinations, the auguries are very stable here in this region. Now, so this is a lager, but they've gone nuts on it with oak and vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was aged in oak barrels.
So
Ooh.
this could be an interesting thing, especially for such a simple style. Mm-hmm. Coming after
Our
it on
palates are going to be
yeah,
fucked up after this.
completely wrecked.
Oh, yeah.
but coming after it with some of those interesting aftermarket additions could be very interesting. The smell is great though. All right, let's take a look here. No, that's.
Wow, that smells fantastic.
I think this has been a run of Jeff compatible.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think like this is a perfect
beverages,
Jeff beer.
right? The golden lager, right? So it's a little bit higher, a little stronger.
Yep.
Uh,
It's about 5.5.
I love it. It's got like a unfiltered.
Oh, definitely.
Look
Yeah,
into it.
it's been beautiful color all three way. Yeah, exactly, Dracus. Oak barrel aged vanilla lager.
Wow.
Let's get it.
All right, that's fantastic.
Goodness gracious.
That is that.
Goodness gracious.
My taste buds just went to Disneyland.
The
fantastic.
base is so. Again, this is another example of. So they start with the simple thing.
Yeah.
And then, but they augment it expertly.
See, and that's where I find. I think I've mentioned this before. When things are augmented, it's so easy to overpower instead of
generally
complement.
speaking, that does. And I would recommend, like right now, especially, we're entering this hell portion of the year where everybody thinks that they can make a pumpkin ale. and they just end up being nutmeg ales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That is
Hellish. Oh, are we catching this twin vortex?
What could it mean?
Dude, this is good crops, motherfuckers. Good crops this year. All right.
I should watch the show more often for instead of just my cue to come drink beer.
Well, no,
some inside jokes I do not understand.
And you don't have to.
It's a double rainbow.
You
I
don't
mean, I
have
understand
to.
that.
Okay.
No,
And I know about the granal fissure.
You're like
What? The what,
No,
Jeff?
you're like our norm, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like when you roll in, you have a specific task.
I have a task,
You
and
have
then
a
I
task,
must
and that's
execute on
okay.
other things.
And that's fine. Anyway,
day I will host.
Are we? Oh, it's going to happen. Are we?
Triple vortex. No, there's 4. Look at
There's a
the
small one way on the far left.
small one on the far left.
There is.
Look at this.
But
And
look-
a 5th that is now forming.
Oh, and it's linking.
Someone can't put the top on.
I always suspected Jerry was a bottom.
Something happened there.
You think?
Yes. Yeah. So I will append that. I will append that to my.
Holy crap! Somebody put in the chat that if there's 3, it spells doom. I'm just saying. Whoever said that was absolutely right.
If only we had observed the signs. It's the same here. Yeah, I think it's tilted or something like that. I think that, because we had these shims down here, but I think that ultimately, like, once they got soaked, like once our shims got soaked, I think it affected their ability to
sham.
maintain it. To sham, wow.
Is that what shims actively do? The
They
verb
sham.
of shim is
Well,
to
yeah,
sham?
shim is the noun,
Yep.
and then shims sham.
Sham.
I mean, ask anyone.
It's like shiv and shank.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Although, I think in either of those cases, you can succeed in either context. All right, so
So
listen,
you drank your beers. Now you
did.
got to create another one.
Exactly.
And that's my cue.
we're on our way. We're on
One
our
of
way.
these days, I'm just gonna come on the. And
Just take over.
I'm just gonna have a beer, and I'm
We'll,
just gonna
we'll
stare
just
at
sit on the
camera
back. We'll
and
sit on the
drink.
back couch, and you can just take over. And just run it.
What you want to do?
I feel like that's what you
Oh,
need
we're
to
gonna
do.
do a port tasting on the show.
Ooh, that'd be
I'm just gonna
fun.
line up ports from different years.
That's a
just get
great
soused.
idea.
I'm
I love port.
not gonna fight you. I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
But as always, thanks so much to Jeff Gauss.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, now.
Those are good
Oh,
Yeah, that
yes.
was
I
really,
need
all
more of
really
those.
good.
A real winner.
Winner, winner.
Right here, no, I'm gonna put a little poll up here real quick, Josh, just to make sure it's working. All right, so I've put a poll up on the Penny Arcade.
Did you?
Yes. Oh no. Why did it go? Why did it go to this
No.
other one? Here. Well, I keep going to Penny Arcade, and then it keeps automatically sending me to Tycho for some reason.
Oh, really? Weird.
That's quite weird. Well, anyway, so I guess we'll need to figure that out in order to fix the polls. What do you think, Josh?
Well, you can use the tablet there.
Oh, yeah.
Tab?
So the whole tab.
Oh, that's quite true. Oh, you already have it set up?
Yeah, I think it's the second tab in. Could be.
Josh.
Is amazing.
Yeah. All right. So now we have the tools and we're set up. So,
Jerry, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. There's a logout button
says you.
from the Jacko Man, our good friend.
Let's see. Is there?
SA, we could install a level on our phone. We just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I don't think that is true. I don't think there is a sign out there. Sorry, man. Oh, here we go. I think that you are a liar.
Hey, this is Jackal.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, what? Hear that, Jackal? Look, you
All right,
made
I'll
him
try one more
cry.
time. Was that?
You made him cry.
What? Well, in any case, listen, I made him use the sad emoji.
Whatever.
I don't know if that's the same. Now. Ha ha ha. No. It's a total F fest. So it's fine. I can use this. It's great. Yeah, because every time I try to sign in, it automatically does it.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Of course, Josh has already fixed it. Now, so today's challenge, should you choose to accept it, Precious Channel, is so we have already made a small, agile beer in the guise of pecking order.
Yes.
Now we must secure a potable beverage for the Steller's J. Can you pull up a picture of a Steller's J? Just so that people know what we're talking about here. This is an incredible creature. You, go to images. You won't believe this fucking bird. Here, can we see this fucking bird? So in the campaign, in the C team, yeah, dude, it's like caca. This in the campaign, there is a Steller's J whose purpose, one of his jobs, is to watch over Walnut on behalf of Grovekeeper Nalayan to make sure that
Get those nuts.
to make sure that she's doing well, that her affairs go well. But a Steller's J is a bird that looks like it has a hat. And dude, no, go down. This motherfucker's got 2 nuts.
Where? Oh, that is skill.
Dude, here, open that thing up. What the fuck is going on? This bird is hard. This bird is hard as hell.
Do not fuck with me.
Dude, look at that. And he's got that tough.
Yeah, he's like,
he's got that split tough.
It's very punk rock.
Beak is going crazy.
Yeah.
He's got his beak goes nuts. Anyway, all I'm saying is that this is a great bird, and so this is the creature, and he also he has a dance that he does in order to obscure the smaller bird, and shame them, and so these are the facts in evidence. This is the type of stuff we're trying to get at. This is the cocky ass bird we endeavor to honor today on Acquisitions Intoxicated. So, if we're thinking about a bird of this caliber, what are we talking about style-wise? So we already have the small fleet one with the small ABV, obviously great flavor, holds its own, but it's down on the scale.
Oh,
thanks,
what?
GM Rocky.
Oh, I'm looking at
Given the
Steller's
coloration, would a take on a black and tan is a black and blue, and that is actually that's a big part of the intention for this set. The idea is that they're 2 beers, but they would taste good. So the basic one that we have here is what style was?
That was just a light lager.
It's just a light lager, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be a base. There's going to be a number of beers that play well with that.
Yep.
But I would my suspicion is that we want to go with something in the porter or stout range, just to be firm, and then even from a palate perspective, block the smaller bird, even though it's present. So something in that Porterian context, especially if we're talking about something we can get a blackberry.
Yep.
Try to
2-nut porter. Done.
Right. Yeah. Try to get that shit popping.
A blueberry porter. That sounds.
Well, yeah. I think that vanilla.
Oh yeah.
No.
A vanilla blueberry porter.
Vanilla blueberry porter. That's where we're going.
Do we even need to do a poll?
No. Every now and then you have to pull the lever. We have to go with a blueberry vanilla porter. Now, there's still plenty of.
Oh yeah.
There's still plenty of levers to pull and twist on this, especially when we're talking about the malt base. If you don't mind my saying, I think that you have a particular genius for malt. I think that this is actually something that you have a real skill for. And so I think that you're going to provide us with the right menu items to build something really special. Because like I say, this a porter's a style, it's an umbrella.
Right.
But I think that we can get to something really cool, especially when we know
where we want to go.
We know how Titanic is going to end.
Yeah.
Right? Like we know that at the end there's going to be blueberry and vanilla.
Right.
Let's get all the way there to the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's like watching The Passion of the Christ. You know,
Exactly.
you know what happens.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You know? All right. So let's start with them malts.
Okay. So, well, I'll read everybody. If you can see it, it's the profile. It's a medium light to medium strong dark malt aroma, often with a lightly burnt character.
Yes.
Some additional characters are toffee-like, caramel, chocolate, coffee. It can be rich and sweet, with an earthy hop aroma.
So the main distinction, I've never been 100% clear, just because
Books aren't even 100%. I already know where you're going with this. Books aren't even 100% clear.
So what is it? Is it just what you decide to call it?
Yeah, but it's lighter in body.
The question that we're talking about is, what is the real difference between a porter and a stout?
Yep.
And
it's body, it's ABV.
it's like you know it when you see it type thing. It's
but
more
a lot of it has to do.
science.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the body of the beer. So we're not making it a thick porter or a thick stout, right?
Yeah, exactly. So generally speaking, your porter or your stout is more present on the malt side, and the porter is like a robust ale in a lot of ways,
Yeah,
right?
very much. Okay, so let's hit it with the recipe.
All right, yeah, y'all ready?
Okay.
Oh man, I'm super excited. I think this is gonna be really good.
I think it's gonna be fantastic.
Oh, hey, so while you're pulling that stuff up, next week is going to be the first week that we start tapping some of our classics that have been
Wood grain or wood stain.
Wood stain.
Wood stain.
Okay, so wood stain's going to be real good.
Then we also have. I have to look it up, but it's the.
EPA?
Nope. It's the one that we use the Brettanomyces yeast, but it's in a pale.
Really?
Or it's in an amber ale, and I cannot remember. I got to remember which one it was.
Oh man, I can't wait.
So we have two, right? One back to back.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back on that tip, right? That's always fun. Like, as we said on the show, Brew Day, one of the exciting things about it is really just the sharing and just getting people's opinions on it. I mean, and that's the funny thing. It's like, even if it turns out weird, it's still funny.
Right.
Like, you can't actually, like, making beer for your friends, you can't actually lose 100%. Because worst case scenario, it's like slapstick, but for your mouth.
Yep.
It's fine. Dracus, transferring our second ever brew to the secondary tonight after bottling our first ever brew last night.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, man. See,
awesome.
And this is the other thing, Gathered Throng, which is to say the Amber Council. So what Dracus is talking about is the transfer. That's your final thing, bottling. But while you're bottling, the same device that you're using to bottle can also be used to fill a glass. I'm telling you that bottling day is an incredible day, and it's something we can all celebrate together.
So
Malt.
here's what we're gonna go with. We're just gonna do a regular crisp pale malt, which is clean.
Yeah, because again, we're talking about the base. So we're not thinking about the color right now. We're just thinking about what are we gonna get a bunch of sugar out of.
Exactly.
Right? So clean, crisp, pale.
Or we're going to go with Golden Promise, which is another type of pale malt, but it's going to be much, much sweeter.
Yeah, so it's less crisp, precisely because it's basically syrup that the earth has made in tiny grains. Oh, Wookiee Monster, even if I wanted to bring Binwin back, there are several challenges. The first is that he is a pile of mystically generated ash, so it would be very difficult to bring him back. And also, he is focusing on Table Titans. Oh, can you increase the pole size? There we go. Yeah, so they're fighting in there, but
oh god, yeah. I mean, they're both great choices. Like, they're both going to produce results.
no, yeah. Now it's a winner. I mean,
again, Golden Promise.
We want, what we want out of this thing is enough. We want a lot of sweet.
Yeah.
So that we can transform it, because ultimately this has to be a lot more present on almost every axis than pecking order, right? No. That's looking real healthy, people.
This is going to be fun.
I like what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Mr. Benson, could I pour you some more?
You can.
Great. I'm going to do that.
Because that beer is amazing.
Oh, yeah. What a treat for Jeff.
Right?
Come in and just get, like...
Just a couple samples.
Knocked out.
Yeah.
3 glasses. All right.
Dragon Breath, I agree. It's great to have Josh back.
Oh,
Jackal
100%.
Man and the other guys did fantastic as well.
Josh is 100% pro tier. Yeah, CFG. I'm exactly the same. You want in that porter, you want the sweetness. It has the bitter. It has like the roast toast thing, but in a different way than a stout.
Well, here's going to be your first difficult choice. Are we going to go with a Cara Vienna, which is going to give us a lot of caramel flavor, or a biscuit malt, which I think you can describe?
So Cara Vienna is big ol'
caramel. It's going to give us a little more, excuse me, texture for the
caramel flavor and color, right?
Color and body.
Yep, some of that syrup in there.
Yeah, we don't need to bring too much body into a porter though. They're usually lighter in body.
Exactly. And your second suggestion was?
Biscuit.
Oh, biscuit malt. We know what we mean here. We're talking about a sweet, like a baked bread characteristic. Yeah, I mean, really, we're talking. It's almost like a. Talp got these for me, like a shortbread finger.
Yes, the shortbreads. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a toasty sweetness.
Yeah. Oh, blueberry shortbread. Yeah. Any kind of shortbread is great.
Okay, so take a look at that. See if anything strikes your fancy there. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be real good. Oh, Talp, thank you so much.
Yeah, Talp.
Oh, my boy, he's 12, and he drinks tea now, like black tea. And I like that. I mean, he could just go right for coffee.
No, let him ease into it. Let him enjoy the flavors of tea.
But he's not. We get the milky tea with some honey in there and a shortbread biscuit, and we got a good fucking thing going at that house. So thank you very much, Talp, of course. Holy shit, biscuit malt's kicking ass.
Is it?
Biscuit malt is, biscuit malt's in the lead. It's coming around the corner. No, A Frosty, he does not put the milk in first. Generally speaking, it goes on top. Hoken Heath, thanks so much. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Mitsuhani, you have a tea shop?
Really? That's awesome.
You have a tea shop. Oh, see, so Dragon Breath is like, hey, give me Cara Vienna and biscuit malt. I'm not going to fight.
Hold on.
I mean, here, let's take it another level. But
yeah, you're going to get two other choices, or a couple other choices first before we make that call.
There we go. Biscuit is ruining the roost here.
Now, do we want to go a more roasted flavor or a more chocolatey flavor?
I mean, that's our question, right? So let's give them one of each.
Well, there's going to be 3 that we can do.
So here, describe the difference between roast.
Roasted is going to give us a more of
a
bitter and a coffee flavor.
Yeah.
So that's going to be special roast.
Yep. Yeah, and so this is a big deal because also that coffee. When you start playing around with that note in there, that's when you start to. It thins the body a little bit, like that bitter taste, sort of breaks it on the tongue, right?
And this is going to be a grudge match.
Yeah.
Special B. Because this is going to bring out. This is kind of like the Cara Vienna, where it's going to bring
the
out.
roast world.
Yeah, it's going to bring out a lot of caramel aroma flavors, and the malty. It's going to shoot up the malt flavors as well, and be very sweet.
Yeah, there we go. And I mean, it's not that crazy, right? I mean,
Nope.
caramel. When you think about caramel,
Yep.
like specifically what caramel is, it's a toasted sugar, right? Well, Mitsuhani, when you get your shop popping, let us know. Drop a link in the channel. And if you carry any wild stuff,
Yeah.
Any pu'er or anything that you think might be an interesting addition, please let us feature the shop on the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to help out. Starting a business is scary as hell.
Yep.
Godspeed. All right, so we got some good stuff going here. They don't want the coffee. This is big, sweet, unctuous, maybe. I think that there's an appropriate character there. And recall, while we're talking about these processes, we must, in all things, remember this jaunty, jovial bird, the Steller's Jay named Vizier.
Yeah, so what do we think? I'm pretty sure Special B is going to win this.
Yeah, well, exactly, but it's good. But it's winning in my mind just because of like obviously the coffee is going to be one type of approach. I mean, I think we've all had that porter that doesn't even have a body in the classic sense.
Right.
It's a real thin. It's smooth and good, but it's real thin.
Right.
That's not this porter. This porter is constantly telling you about itself.
Hey.
No, this is a porter that constantly tells you about its character. Okay, like this.
I'm okay with that.
No, I got no problem.
Yeah.
Tense Mars is saying, "Do we need some nut?" I don't hate that at all.
No.
So what are you thinking for the next?
First, what was the second poll we did? It was Cara Vienna versus. I can't remember what the second grain we had that won.
Well, they will help us. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
What was the second grain, guys?
I'm sure they'll help us. Anyway,
So next poll. Let's talk about the Steller's J. Right?
yeah,
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
It was biscuit.
yeah. So so notice in each case they've gone with the big syrup sweet, right? And then
Oh, God.
we're gonna hit them on the back with the bloobs,
Yeah.
and the nil.
So
Yeah,
the
right.
last thing is going to be, or first, it'll be. What do we think about chocolate?
Yeah. So thinking about the rest of it, right now
It's biscuit.
It's
It's a sweet biscuit.
It's a sweet caramel biscuit.
Yep.
It's like a cinnamon bun. It's like a caramel bun. Right?
Yep.
So what do we want in there to inflect it? Chocolate is one root.
Yep. And how does it relate to the bird?
Well, Steller's Jays have a black stripe.
Okay.
So I think that there's a legitimate case to be made that it is inflected in some way with a darker color.
Yeah.
But that would be definitely an interesting taste to have in this mix.
So what are you guys thinking about another taste that we could put in here?
Well, nut.
Okay. So that we won't add via grain. I mean, we could.
You don't think so? Like
could.
a nut. I mean, one thing to do would be to come at it with a sort of toasty, nutty grain.
Or what do you think about wheat too?
No, see, this is exactly right, because that's going to give that actually has, like, if you bite a wheat kernel, it has a nut texture and taste.
Okay. So I think that's what we do. Is do we say it's good as it is
Yeah,
with biscuity and caramel
yeah.
and a sweet biscuit caramel, or do we add a little bit of wheat to give it a little more of a earthy feel to it, earthy taste?
Yep.
Let's see what the heck happens. Ooh, like a roasted wheat.
See, now you're talking, because that's going to come up the back.
It roasted, woody, charcoal, and burnt toast flavor.
Exactly. So a little bit of base. So if we like that big sweet, we're already there. But if we want to enunciate something a little drier, then we go that route.
Yep.
Okay. So
But what we still have to do, ABV, color, and bitterness.
exactly. We'll get back at it, and then we'll
Yep.
move some sliders.
Yep.
Oh man, no.
We're back, and it's
People don't
we're doing
want.
this
People
back.
don't want. Yes, they want wheat.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, see, Dracus, you got to make it big like burb. Yeah, so I mean, this could be a truly savage porter.
Yeah. This could be
This
interesting.
might actually be, like, it might be mean as hell.
Well, yeah, because you don't normally put a wheat into a porter typically. So, but this is going to be roasted.
No, but
Honestly, think of
it
roasted wheat as a chocolate wheat malt.
Well, yeah, it certainly looks it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, get that wheat in there. Okay. So now that we have our bed, let's figure out the situation.
Yep, the situation. Roasted wheat. There we go.
Now, porters can be all over the place in terms of ABV, but this is a big burb, and so I'm going to give a range.
So, yeah, I mean, ABV anywhere from 4.8 to 6.5, but you can go higher if you want.
I'm going to go 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to do that so that people have a choice. Because the truth is, even at 5, this is already a bigger bird.
Oh, yeah, because the other one was 3.7.
Oh, yeah. The sparrow is very small in this mathematics, right? Gil MF wants to know if we're painting plastic people later. Well, we're not going to paint them, but we are going to build them. In other words, you are mostly correct.
Yes.
We're going to grab our dudes. And what we should do today, before we spread everything out, last time we just unboxed and just had the mess on the table like you would. This time, let's try to have it a little more sensible. Mostly I wanted to show people like how much shit was in that starter.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And there's a second fucking starter.
Yeah. Rogue Trader is going to be
There's a Rogue Trader
amazing.
starter on top of it that's got some chaos shit in there.
And it's fighting in ships. It's inside the ship battle.
Yes, and it has new rules for super close quarter stuff. But the main thing, right, is let's get our cards out, get those separated and banded, so that we can start showing people, like, for a specific unit.
Yeah.
We can put the card up and say, all right, break the stat line down and say, all right, well, we built this dude. Here's sort of what's good about them. Or here's this weapon choice.
Right.
Do we want this power hammer?
Right.
Like, is that better?
Right.
And now we have the technology
to do so.
Yeah, to reveal this stuff to you.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played 40K in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
It's very different now.
And I don't remember all of the, what, like, the stats on a bolt gun are or a warp flamer. So I got to go back and, like, get all the stats again and figure everything out. It's so great. But anybody who's on Team Edge, we'll do a poll and name our minis after you. Just saying. Now, who's on the team?
We're gonna go right for this 7, brother.
Oh, nice. I like it.
So there's plenty of room in there for you to move those knobs.
Yep.
So 7 ABV.
So let's check out the color on these.
Exactly.
It can, porter, ranges anywhere. It's a wide spread.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's anywhere from 22 to 40. So if you look at the colors, guys, you'll see how wide that spread is. It's from a very where it goes a little bit past amber, where it just starts to touch on dark brown, all the way to a deep stout color.
Here, so let's give them this. So I'll give them 22, 30, and 40. So at the 22 level, I mean, you can see through that glass.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing through it. Yep.
Yeah, right. I mean, at the 40 level, that's not happening.
So what do you think? How do you think the color relates to the bird?
Well, it's hard to know. Here, so can you throw up the SRM chart, George? So, I mean, here's basically, you've seen it before, but it's good to have, and it's good to know. So 40, obviously it goes darker than 40, but generally speaking, for our purpose, that's not going to be a thing. Getting a beer color, getting a true blue color out of a liquid like this is not...
We'd have to, like, make it number 1 and then put blue curacao in it or something.
Yeah, it would be... blue is not a common color in nature.
Yeah, it's like having a green beer. You gotta dye it.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with it, right? But there is a range here of cool stuff. So at that 22 level, there's more of an opportunity. Remember, this is not correlated with flavor at all.
No, but the 40 could represent the black stripe on his back.
The 40 could represent the black stripe. The 22 would allow for the blueberry to be more present. So these are your considerations. I think they're all legitimate. Obviously, you can go all the way up to the top to cover the whole thing up. 30 gives you a mid-range, and then 22 enables us to create a tasteful, novel, basically get at some of the rest of that darkness, but get at it with a fruit.
Yes.
Get at it with a fruit additive. And so our last fruit additive The last additives that we have done have turned out really
Fantastic.
well, especially for fruits. And you were doing that with something. It's something like a jam, right? It's like a sterile.
Oh, you just do a puree. You get a puree.
Oh yeah. And then you bag it up, or do you put it right in the body?
Throw it right in.
Do you filter it when it comes out?
Oh, it settles down.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about filtering.
And then when you transfer from fermenter, that stuff gets left on the bottom with the rest of the goop. Okay.
That easy.
Yeah. See, they're feeling my flavor here, I think. Wookie Monster, no, it is not weird that watching this stream makes you hungry. I am hungry also.
Yes, and that's why we have the same Brian who makes these amazing recipes after.
Who manifests incredible flavors.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, any one of these ranges is going to be fine. But, I mean, I can't pretend not to be pleased that 22 is enjoying such a healthy lead. Yes, Kika, I want to let you know that the meat I gave you at PAX is probably already drink anytime you like. Good to know. I had some over the weekend with my friends, and it was quite pleasant, although obviously with the mead, letting it settle more would improve the flavor. That's absolutely true. I mean, we have mead, I bet it's ready
sitting
now.
It probably is.
Yeah, so we have mead resting down in a closet in the warehouse. Mead that was literally made and mixed by the thoroughly witchy Holly Conrad. It's honestly, that would be another great.
Yeah, something to sample.
Well, it'd be another great Monday, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We wouldn't probably make it to Tuesday, because when bottling mead, you're drinking the bottle.
Yeah, generally. Yep. So we're looking healthy here, brother. That's 22 on the SRM.
All right. And what do we got for some bitterness? So anywhere from 25 to 50. Remember, when you in a porter, when you're hitting up in the 50 range, it's not going to be like an IPA.
No,
because we have a lot more maltiness of flavor.
Yeah. So the IBU.
So tell me what you're gonna do with these IBUs.
Here. Yeah, so the IBU. In this context, remember that the rest of the profile here is mostly this baked good, coupled with some blueberry, coupled with some vanilla.
So would you say Steller J's are bitter at the world, or?
I would say that they are. I keep using the term present, but that's just like an ennobling way to say, like in your face. So there's a case to be made that it is going to be, higher on the IBU range. 50 seems high to me, but let me give a range here, and none of them are going to be bad. They will all express themselves correctly. So 20, let's say 30, and then 40, and then 50.
Nice.
And that'll give us
that's a good spread.
Yep, that'll give you something to say in this context. Oh, Wookie, you want me to do it here?
Oh, you haven't even sung. Wait, that's the whole dance? That's what it came out to be like?
This is the Steller. Yeah, that's
Really?
the Stellar's
Like
Day
that?
dance.
That?
I hope that you are pleased. I hope it's your birthday or something, Wookie Monster. Well, yeah, Kika, making meat is so easy. It's so easy. It's fun to do with friends. It is a perfectly acceptable hobby, and there's no reason that you shouldn't do it. Just get that big old carboy.
Yeah. Pour.
Pour. Stir.
Pour.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're out. Oh, I was given a chunk of pour.
Yeah, I remember.
At the
at the meetup.
at PAX.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we should get back on that cider tip.
Yeah, for Danny's.
For Danny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Make that goblin juice.
Yeah.
Candy Manatee, gonna try and make a strawberry meat at some point, but I need to sterilize everything. Absolutely. But it's not that bad. Get wild with some Star Sand.
Oh yeah, super easy.
Yeah, make sure all your shit's popping.
Yep.
And don't fear the foam. Do not fear the foam.
Words of wisdom.
I got you. Yeah, they want that 30. I love this.
Okay, I like it.
I think that's going to be great.
All right.
I think that is a very savvy placement. So
what? Hit me up again. What was
7 ABV?
7 ABV. Ooh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, because it's big.
Yep.
You get to play, right?
Now, what's our SRM?
The SRM that they gave was, God Gosh, was it 30 or 22? I can't type my notes on this one.
Oh, right.
Wookie Monster, no, it's 22. Thanks everybody. So Wookie Monster, no, we don't sell some of the stuff that we make, but ultimately we would like to. We have all of our recipes, both for this type of device, extract, and 5-gallon. And so ultimately, I mean, hopefully by the end of next year, I think it'd be really neat to put our recipe book together, along with all the lore and goofy pants stuff that we come up with on the stream.
Yeah.
GM Foe, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is indeed Brews Day. And obviously, it was very good to see you at PAX. We maintained our drinking ritual. We have maintained this drinking ritual. I honestly couldn't tell you how many years.
Really?
I could not tell you. And it's literally every PAX. I was down in Oz with one of the people from this crew.
Yeah.
And we still fucking did it.
What?
I know. I was overjoyed.
That's fantastic.
I was overjoyed. Super. Yeah, see? About 5 years. That's a long time.
Wow.
All right, now. So what's next?
So let's talk about some hops.
Okay, yeah. So we got to be careful with this.
Right.
But it's not impossible.
No, remember, we want earthy tones. We don't want to be big on, bitterness, on fruit, we don't want it to be like citrusy.
No. Citrus is not the combo.
No.
With the rest of this stuff. We want bittering of a tier. So my recommendations, obviously, in this context, would be in a classic, sort of in some noble hop type thing, which is obviously is traditional for porters as well, but it's going to get in there, do its work to give us sort of determine where sea level is in this thing. But generally speaking, I think that's good. But don't let me be the decider on that.
So one of the traditional ones you could put in is Fuggles.
Oh yeah,
this is going to be spicy, woody. It's mild and soft with a little bit of fruit, not tart fruit, not citrusy, but it's probably going to enhance the blueberry and vanilla flavors. So that's one of the traditional ones.
Woody, soft, mild fruit. So that's going to be a pretty classic hop profile for this style. What else you got?
Let's see. What else can we do?
Yeah, and this is our bittering hop.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna. I mean, with this, I don't think we need to do a flavoring or aroma. I mean, with most porters, you don't.
No, you wouldn't. And especially since we're gonna address the wort later in fermentation.
Exactly.
With really big offerings.
Yeah.
Right?
So another one we could use is Northern Brewer. Ooh. This is fun because it's fine, dry, and clean.
Yeah, exactly, right?
This is going to give us a cleaner flavor just to balance off against all of the malt that we put in there.
And basically, Northern Brewer is going to be that's going to be your control group in some ways.
Yep, and the third one. Oh no, you started? You try and do work, and then somebody just...
That's right. I know that I'm a bad person, but I've made my peace with it.
It was going to be Chinook.
I just know who I am.
It's going to be Chinook.
You're creating a fork where other universes dwell over here. There's a universe where I added Chinook.
Yeah. Is there?
No. I knew it was going to be Chinook. And I said, no, not on my show. Fuck that hop. Write-in ballot for Chinook.
Oh, shit, yes!
I'm getting tooled by Josh.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Everybody the whole chat just starts writing Chinook.
Yes, Tenuous Omin is definitely not a good person. That's quite true. As evidence, certainly check the last game. But also, I would say, if you want to go a little bit deeper on that, definitely check out the Star Wars game from last year's Oz.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, boy. The chin hook
Oh!
for Chinook. Exactly right. Oh, yeah. They want the Fuggles.
Yeah, it's great. Fuggles is a fantastic hop.
Very tasteful.
Yeah.
No, I'm into it. I'm into it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would toss that Fug in there.
That Fugs.
Yeah, Pythos, I thought about that. I thought about the moments from that game very, very often over the next couple days. Forget about it, Avalon? Goodness gracious.
What was the IBUs we were going for? Was it 30?
Yep.
Yep. Right in the middle there.
Yep.
With those Fugs.
With those
Pop
Fugs.
them in. Now, so we do have some choices left to make,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I would say yeast is going to be the main one.
Yep.
But then there may be some wiggle room in how we introduce vanilla. and
Right,
how we
exactly.
introduce-
That's what I was going to get at. Do we want it to be more blueberry in flavor? Do we want it to be more vanilla in flavor?
Yeah.
Do we want it balanced?
There's a place to put that needle, and the chat can help us with that.
Yep.
So if we're talking about that yeast, just like with the hop choice, there's going to be a control group classic one, and there's going to be some
Yep.
weird shit.
Absolutely. So first we're going to use the London ale yeast, which is going to be dry, bold, rich, give us a rich and crisp flavor. But it's going to add a little bit of fruit. It's going to play off of the blueberry that's inside of it.
So London ale.
Oh, this could be interesting.
So what are we going to back up with here?
I want to see how this might work. So, I mean, when you look at porters, they're all going to be around a certain style and a certain flavor.
Yes.
But we're going to use the European ale yeast. Now, the difference between the London and European is this is going to be bring out all of the malt flavor. Make that more prominent than any other types of flavors.
And there's a case to be made that we would want that in this product because our malt build is so novel.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably worth focusing on that.
Yeah.
Let that handle itself.
Yep.
And then come after it with the fruit.
Yeah. So I mean that's the decision point, right? Do we want the yeast to just push the fruit flavor forward?
Yeah.
Or do we want the yeast to push the malt flavor forward?
Let's take a look. Oh boy. Demetrios, that's a very interesting fan theory.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Evelyn has got plenty of romantic problems without any incursions from Omin Dran. Yeah, featherweight. The truth is that Jim would much prefer to do illusions than magic. Well, Avalon, you're always going to get good input from this channel, especially around RP shit. Well, if Evelyn is looking for a broken man, Omin will definitely fit the bill. They want London Rail for that rich.
Wow, really?
And
That's
some fruit
fantastic.
assist.
I love it.
No, they're both good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
They're both good. Yeast is shocking. Like the effect of, like how big the effect on the same ingredients is nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that was the one case that really brought that forward was we keep going back to it, but Jim's velvet rope and velvet cape.
Yeah, which is shocking.
Yeah.
And strange.
Yep.
All right, so we've got it there now. So,
I like it.
So we want to figure out.
Yeah. Flavor.
Yeah,
of
where is the blueberry in relation to the vanilla? Basically. All right. Let's see. Flavor, balance. Okay, so we're gonna go for the more blueberry. I'm gonna say more blueberry, more vanilla, because it'll just be more beans that we let soak for longer, right?
Yep.
Or we're gonna enunciate a balanced profile, and that'll require some magic on our part, but we can work it out.
We can work it out. So how do you think it would work in relation to this character? What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So Stellar's Jays are definitely more blue than black. So I would say that there's a case to be made that the blueberry should be more present purely as a color factor.
Sure.
And then even at 30, there's still going to be some. I mean, take a look at the color profile.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's still plenty of room for that the fruit to impact the color.
Oh,
in a really
absolutely.
interesting
Yeah,
way.
it's going to darken it up.
Right?
Yeah.
So for me, that's exciting. I would say that the implication, certainly of the character visually, is that that's there. It's just a matter of what we think the vanilla is,
Right.
like what it constitutes as a character.
That's true.
I would say that the blue is definitely the physical aspect, and the vanilla is definitely the personality aspect.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's about right. It's balanced.
woody.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's going to be tough to beat that balanced profile, I think. I'm going to let it go for a little bit, though. Increased blue, an absolute pleasure. Thanks for rolling through. Oh, and Increased Blue, you will be happy to know that on the last This Old Lair D&D podcast that we did for Club PA, your question is in there, right at the top. Ooh, a blueberry goza, Rocky.
That sounds fantastic.
Oof, a doof. How much fruit do you think you'll need? 2 pounds? Well, my suspicion, Orion, is that it's going to be the fruit impact is going to come from a puree. I'd be surprised if it was 2 full pounds.
Yeah, especially because we're only doing 2.5 gallons.
Yeah, it's a half. It's a
So probably maybe 1.5 pounds, maybe 2.
Yeah,
at most.
Compared to your system, I suspect it's about half the volume. That's my guess. Oh, our pleasure, Blue. Hey, balanced profile it is, mon frere.
Okay, cool. Let's add that to the notes.
Okay. Yeah, this is. I can already tell. This is gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a favorite. You just know sometimes. All right, so if we have put together damn near everything there, it's probably time to take a look at some of these cues.
Oh, we got to name it.
We got heaps. Oh, that's true. Here, let me go back over here.
Just saying.
We do need a name for this special boy. The Gozerian.
The Gozerian, that's great.
Oh, hiding the truth.
Ooh.
Oh, blue crab.
Awesome.
You goofy. Here, names.
The Grand Vizier. Okay, that's cool. Ruling the Roost. Yep. Ruffled Feathers. Ambassador. Stella Comet. Blackhawk. Yeah. Excalibur.
Excalibur. Okay, I'm putting it in there.
Yeah. Bluebird of Happiness. Caw.
Strut and stout. Craw. Craw. Ruffle feathers. Oh, yeah. Ruling the Roost.
Yeah, I like Ruling the Roost. That's fun. Burb Dance.
Bluebird on my shoulder.
Gets me happy.
With a little birdhouse in your soul.
Gets me high.
Dog Watcher. Whoa.
See, I thought you were gonna do Roos Ruler.
I could. It's the same song.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it. Wingspan's good.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Dancing
that's
Blues.
very funny. Dancing Blues.
Blurb is the word.
Blurb is the word. Blue Voyeur. Oh, just Voyeur would be
Oh,
good.
yeah. Stellar Sway. Blue Perch Porter.
Ooh, the Perch Porter's good. I like that.
Blue Voyeur, yeah.
Stellar Blue.
Blue, yeah. The Stellar Wiggle.
Voyeurger?
Ooh, Eyes of the Grove.
Ooh, okay, Eyes of the Grove. All right, I'm gonna put this in here.
A Stellar Pint.
Yeah, you know what? I'm also just gonna put in Steller.
Yeah.
All right, take a look at these bad boys.
Ooh, God, that's a list.
See what you think. A Valen Stellar Sapphire, not a bad idea either. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Black and
blue.
Black and blue definitely works because remember, we're making 2 beers, but ultimately we're going to combine them. So when they get made,
Yeah, we'll do
we,
a
just need,
pour
we
over.
just need to make sure that we bottle one. We just need 1 bottle. We can cap it,
Yep.
and then we'll throw it in the fridge. And then when we bring in the other one, we'll try it, and then we'll do the combo.
Yeah, totally.
Stellar's Artois.
Nice.
Stellar's Artois
Yeah.
is great. That's really great. Eyes of the Grove.
I like Eyes of the
Featherweight.
Grove. That's
Feel Proud. It sounds like people are going the narrative route on this one.
Excalibur.
Although
is
there's
great,
certainly
too.
a case to be made that Excalibur is making a case for itself, to be sure.
Wait, is Excalibur the joining of the 2 beers?
It might be.
I feel like that's
It might be. Either the black and blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The black
Is
and
the-
blue
yeah,
is called
exactly.
Excalibur.
Yep. No, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Well, I'm
fantastic.
going to let this roll for a little bit.
Yeah,
Depending, because the Excalibur contingent, their power is rising in the underground.
Mm-hmm. Did you just make a Labyrinth reference?
Potentially. Now, Eyes of the Grove.
Yes. Birds of a Feather.
Yeah, that's a good one too. All right, hey, finishing that poll.
Nice.
All right, cool. All right, hey, well that's
Of the...
that's straight murder. That's going to be real good
Wow,
shit.
that's fantastic. Look at that. 7% ABV with a 23 color and a 30 bitterness. This is going to be unreal.
This is again, right? This is another one we got to put. We got to find these. We got to find these contests, and we gotta rep this fucking channel.
Yeah.
At one of these contests. Hey, I got heaps of cues for you, Brewmaster.
Oh God.
No, you're fine. You're doing very well. Cookie Mom, when you were first getting started, how often did you throw a batch out entirely?
Throw a batch out totally?
Yeah.
Once or twice maybe. Because the biggest thing about when you first get started
Yeah.
is you're always scared that this batch is going to taste bad, and you're always like, you don't. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's infected, right? Because you don't know what to look for when it's fermenting.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so that's why a homebrew book will devote often a substantial amount of time to the off flavors.
Yeah.
Like more than you would think, and there is more like specificity to those tastes.
Yeah.
So the truth is that even a failed batch, first of all, even a failed batch is almost certainly potable, right?
Yeah.
It's very rare that you can't actually drink it.
Right.
Don't be picky about it.
Yep.
You should drink it for the same reason. You should drink it to improve yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, maybe you'll remember that next time you're cleaning your shit.
Yeah.
But also, the other thing that I would say is that you need to get acquainted with those tastes.
Yeah. Just so
Right.
you know them.
You have to know them.
Yep.
Because one of your friends is going to see this and they're going to be coming to you for information later.
Right.
And you're going to have it.
Right.
And you're going to have it because it's like, what's the software term? Dog food?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Where it's like everybody's basically using these early buggy versions of stuff. It's the same with this.
Yep.
Like you might throw some of it out, but generally speaking, there's still alcohol in it, and there's still plenty to learn from it.
Yeah.
In fact, so we both roast coffee from Sweet Maria's. They will actually sell you bad batches.
Oh, really? So you know? I didn't know that.
They will sell you bad beans.
Yeah.
So that you know.
Yeah.
Right. So that you can roast them and be like, oh, okay, that's what that is.
Right. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know they did that, but that's
Well, you
great.
need it. Like you have to calibrate your palate.
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right, now.
But if you can get The Joy of Homebrewing by Charlie Papazian, that was what I learned off of, and that's what got me away from being scared that my brew was infected or it was a bad batch.
Yeah.
Because the classic line is, sit back, relax, and enjoy a homebrew. Because I would always think, okay, this is infected, just because it was an off color or it looked like there was something floating on top of the wort.
Well, you're never going to fully get away from it because it can happen.
Yeah.
But do you remember when we had Widow's Wake? Mm-hmm. And Widow's Wake was actually good, and you're like, I don't know, man, I don't know about this one. And then you're like, oh, right, it's rye.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we made the entire recipe with you on the channel. He has the recipe on his computer, but you always wonder, because it's attenuation, right?
Yep.
You have brew day, and then some time passes, and you come back in, you're like, did I do everything exactly right?
Yeah.
You can find things that aren't there.
Yeah, you never get away from it.
Right?
So don't worry, relax. The beer's going to come out fine, and you get to brew another one after it's done.
Yeah. Hey, so Stiggs Van Cousin is saying, hey, sorry if this had been asked before, but is there a 5-gallon recipe for War Priest for those who don't have a Pico and want to go old school? So you have that recipe. I can just put that in a post.
We can.
You should just give me that one. Like, obviously, the rest of them we probably want to put in a book.
Yeah.
But if you give me War Priest, so many people have asked for War Priest.
Oh, yes. Well, it's funny because I was playing D&D with Anthony from the...
from Micro Homebrew.
From Micro Homebrew, and he's like, yeah, like 3 or 4 people have come in and said, I saw you on the show.
That's
and they're
great.
like, here's the recipe for War Priest. I want to make it.
Kick ass.
I'm like, so that means they rewatched the show, got the recipe, and then went in and did it. I'm like,
right? But if we can put that up, and then what I'll do is I'll write the lore portion of it. So talking about Omin, certainly choosing the War Priest domain and going into some of that stuff, and then on the back end, we can show them and Anthony did the extract version of the recipe too, right?
Yep.
So people can build War Priest at home if they want to.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, so Fodwin is saying, is there a beer you would recommend for someone who only drinks margaritas? My friend has bad beer luck and has resorted to not drinking them at all.
Okay.
Oh, no.
oh, there's tons.
Well, yeah. Also,
Lambics are great. Is a great place to start.
No, if what you like is fruit and tangy flavors, same.
100%. Like a raspberry, like just a regular
If you-
framboise.
yeah, exactly. If you go for a raspberry lambic,
Yeah.
oof, that's gonna turn your crank.
Yeah.
Obviously, ciders are sort of.
Ciders are super. Yeah.
There's a continuum there. but-
Gozas are good.
Yeah, Goza's light.
Light.
A
They're
little bit of
very
tang.
light and fruity, tangy, tart.
Our Goza was out of control with the fresh orange rind. It was
Utterly amazing.
fucking crazy. What else would be good? And honestly, like, you can't go wrong with German classics.
No, you
Like,
can't.
If you start with a Dunkel or
Yeah.
Oktoberfest or something like that, like, those are all just classic tastes.
Yeah. Or if you like fruit, I mean, a raspberry pale. Like they're great.
Yeah.
Just a plain old pale ale, but when they've added raspberry to it, that's the prominent flavor that comes
absolutely.
out.
But if you're testing yourself against like the current market, you're gonna see the same, the usual suspects, right? And it may be that the market is trying to address somebody that isn't your friend. Orion Rogue says, "Hey, will either of you be attending to HomebrewCon 2019? It's coming back to the East Coast, Providence, RI.
Might have to make a trip.
I don't know when it is. One of us might be able to." Yithian Historian says, which beverage would you recommend for riding out a hurricane?
Oh God.
Asking a friend. Water.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Lots of water.
I would recommend a tall glass of hydrating water.
Oof.
Dr. Bratt, is there going to be an ACK-INT event at Unplugged? There certainly was last year.
No. Clues in St. Brian, they did a GoFundMe, and they're renting out a portion of Terminal Market.
It's up top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool this time.
We don't host them, but there's always going to be people in the channel that know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to hook you up.
Yeah, Clues has been killing it.
Wolfen PDX, if it pleases the DM and ye the Shadow Council, will we ever see one EJB make an appearance in the C team? Thank you for your consideration. I mean, these days you've been working Wednesday night.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
but we'll see. The problem is I know the whole story. You know what I mean? I know what we're planning, so it's kind of like...
Well, so you could either run it.
Yeah.
Or you could, or we could still cook up.
Yeah, something where I don't know.
No. Or you do know.
Oh, that would be freaking hilarious.
If I bring you in, they will never relax. They'll never know what you're going to do.
Yeah, what the next, like, why? Oh my God, that is a great.
Yeah. Drunk Phytologist, you guys want me to bring you back anything from Belgium? Oh yeah, I'm there. Yeah. Be jealous. Yes, anything you want to bring us.
Yeah, we are more than willing to.
We will put it to work. Hey, Taras Biesinger, has ACN ever done an Oktoberfest beer? No.
No, we haven't. And
it's a classic style, but it would be so fun to make an Oktoberfest, but then theme it for one of our in-game characters or festival.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're going to need one. We know what the summer festival in Red Larch is, and we know the Red Larch regular is just sort of it's just always around the way.
Yeah.
What we don't know is any community like that, it's all going to be like those brews and their culture is going to be seasonally
prepared.
based.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's available at different seasons
and where
and what you store up for the next season.
Right, exactly. What grains? Is it a promise thing? Is it like what?
Those are the norms.
This is kind of neat.
Well, exactly. Like even Oktoberfest, like it's in the name. Like all these things existed for a specific reason.
Right.
It's like the what are those dark German beers called? Not the Dunkel. There's one for later in the year.
The Marzans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yep. And they're called Marzans because they're brewed in March.
Right. And so these beers, obviously they serve the traditional purpose. They always have, but they're also food. And
beer was food.
Exactly.
Quite literally.
Deeply tied into the year. I mean, the year is defined by its beers.
I love that Red Larch Harvest Ale.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
So what we should do is just take a look at that environment, take a look at what's happening there.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's a really neat idea.
Yeah.
Especially for Red Larch.
Well, especially I think in the northwest.
Yeah.
I think that like the Red Larch, like some of their farmland is going to start being encroached on by the grove.
Exactly.
So there's some interesting overlaps that could occur up in that area. Hey, if you could put any of your beers into a chocolate truffle, which one would it be? I'm taking a chocolates class and could make it happen.
The nut brown.
The nut brown. Secret Stash. It's the best brown ale I've ever had, and we made it.
The chat helped. It was part of that. It's amazing. It's
the best brown ale. I don't know if it were on the market. I think it would succeed about as well as any other brown ale does, at least in the U.S. Taras says, hey, beers have been made off of characters in AC Inc. Have characters in AC Inc. been made based off of a beer? No. That is an interesting thing. So you know what we could do?
Brilliant.
We could cook up a whole character.
Yeah.
And then introduce them into the C team as an NPC. Say, hey, we have a new NPC coming up. It's an elf.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's a dwarf, right?
That would be fun. Like we could craft the character right. Well,
and it would be fun for all of us together to come in because we could even do things in here.
Yeah, exactly.
I can put up class, race, age. We can build a whole character here together.
Yeah.
And then I can put them into the game.
Exactly. This is fantastic.
If you went to S.A. Wells, if you went to the pet store for bird seed, could you make it into beer? And would you? Well, I
mean, technically, yes, because you can put the seeds in the fermenter, right? And it would pull off.
Yeah, but he's saying if you filled this up with.
I don't
think the sugar content.
The sugar content wouldn't be there.
The sugar content of bird seed, I don't think would be enough to get a really stable brew. Stig's cousin, October, my favorite month, is rapidly approaching. That being said, can I get a promise from you guys that at no point will pumpkin spice be offered as a beer option? You can be sure of that. Now, pumpkin maybe.
Pumpkin maybe, but not a nutmeg flavored beer that is passed off as a Starbucks coffee.
No. If you're interested in what can be done with pumpkin beers, definitely check out Elysian if you're here local or in the radius of that Augusta brew house. Anthony would say, hey, they were acquired by Anheuser-Busch,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
But Elysian definitely is a part of the local community, and they definitely experiment with some very novel pumpkin brews over the fall. Niena Felevrin says, "Show us the dance, please, Jarrett." Yes, this is the bird dance. It goes like this. Imagine there's a tiny sparrow back here, but you can't see him. Did you ever try Grudge Batch, and is Maiden Mother Crone still lagering?
Yes and yes. Or no, we haven't tried Grudge Batch yet.
No.
Maiden Mother Crone is still...
Was that the third one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, Crazy Forest Gnome. Can I recommend Phoenix hops for the bird theme?
Oh.
Also a lovely aroma for a porter. Could be a variant.
Yep.
Could be a variant scenario. S.A. Wells says, I feel like the end game for Omin is just a demon lord of one of the 9 hells. I love that. And he would love that as well. Busaris Rex says, what do you use for secondary fermentation?
What do you mean?
I think
equipment or...
Yeah, probably equipment.
It's super easy. Secondary is just another glass carboy. So
yeah, the same as the first thing you're fermenting in. The only reason you use a secondary fermenter is to pull it off of the trub.
Yep.
Right?
And yes, but you'll also, when you do switch to secondary, you want to use a smaller carboy than the first one because you don't want a lot of headroom. Oh,
no. You're talking about this. You're saying that the air in the air in the carboy can fuck it up too.
Yeah, because it oxygenates, and when that happens, it can change color and provide some off flavors.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to reduce your headspace. You need a bigger one during fermentation because the krausen
the krausen, so the foam.
Yeah, the foam builds up.
It builds up in there and becomes a solid creature.
Yeah.
Or certainly can, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Orion Rogue, second verse, same as the first. Exactly right. The only thing that we would say is that if you have a smaller one, that's safer.
Yeah.
It also depends on how long it's going to be in.
Well, exactly. So the way to look at it is you need more smaller ones than you do primary because you're going to be aging or secondary for 2 to 3 weeks where primary is typically a week.
Yeah.
Dracus, you don't have to use a smaller for secondary. It's just if you're going to be buying more, get a smaller carboy. You'll be fine with the same size primary.
True. Laura is saying, here, Busaurus says, follow-up question, with the Pico, is your primary a fermentation keg? Exactly right. So the way this particular brewing system works is that if you've ever worked in a restaurant, done the dish pit, you know what I mean? You see those big tanks back in the bar of the soda syrup. That's called a Cornelius keg or a corny.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, I think it's kind of cool. Orion says you can hit it on the top of the start of CO2.
You can.
If that's all you got. So obviously we got some fucking pros around here.
Yep.
So basically it uses, so this is the full container here. It uses a corny keg and a pump to simulate the swirling of stirring a batch together. And so, yes, you actually pitch right into that.
Yep.
You actually pitch right into that keg, and then you pull off of that for your secondary fermentation.
So what you can also do is when you're looking at new fermenters, so when you go to a brewery, they have conical fermenters.
For a reason.
So the fermenter is straight and then it dives into a cone and it has a valve at the bottom. So when primary fermentation is done, they just open the valve and all the trub dumps out and then close it back.
Goop and slime and then just falls out, and then they close it, and then they let it ferment in the same container.
Same container. Now on a homebrew level, there are multiple price points that you can get conical fermenters for. You can get one for like $150 and it's made out of plastic. Yeah. Then they've just started making glass ones, but there's also, you can buy small steel ones. Brew Bright is one of the companies.
Like a bright tank.
What was the original one? It's not Terminator, but that's there's several different companies that will make steel conical fermenters. They're around $400 a piece, and you can go stainless steel if you want.
It's true. Yep. It's true. Gather Throne, Amber Council. Thank you so much for rolling through. I think we've come up with something very, very good today, and it's really the sequel to the existing pecking order product. There is a lot to appreciate about this scenario.